On Christmas Eve, the whole house smelled like fresh pine needles and warm cinnamon. It smelled exactly like Christmas should, but still, something really important was missing. Dad, this year, Mum had put up the Christmas tree all by herself. I remember watching the ladder wobble just a little as she reached for the very top to place the star. She said she didn't mind doing it alone, but I saw how she stood there quietly afterward, holding that golden star in her hands for a little longer than usual. You see, my dad is a truck driver, and the winter months, especially around Christmas, are his busiest time of year. While other families were counting down the days until Christmas break, Dad was counting miles on the road. "He's somewhere in Colorado tonight," Mum said, her voice soft as she taped the last corner on a perfectly wrapped present, probably driving through a lot of snow. My little brother, Max, pressed his face right up against the frosty window pane, his breath fogging up the glass. "Do you think he can see all the Christmas lights from the road?" he asked. I really hoped so. I spent a long time just imagining Dad's big red truck rumbling through the quiet darkness. I pictured him passing all these glowing houses and little towns that looked so warm and full of families. I could almost see him gripping the big steering wheel with his gloved hands, the radio turned down low. Just thinking about us, thinking about home. That night, we sat down for dinner, just the three of us, Mum, Max, and me. Dad's chair at the head of the table stayed empty, pushed in so neatly, almost like it was waiting for him. We said grace, and at the end, Mum added a quiet little prayer of her own, and please keep Dad safe on the road. After dinner, I helped Max hang his stocking on the mantelpiece. Dad's stocking went up to right next to ours. Mum had suggested maybe waiting until he got back, but I refused. "He's still part of Christmas," I told her firmly. "It just wouldn't feel right without it." Later that evening, we got to video call him. His face filled the screen, tired but smiling, his beard dusted with what looked like tiny specks of snow. "Merry Christmas, team," he said, his voice a little crackly from the connection. "Merry Christmas." Max shouted back, holding up a paper drawing he'd made of a big red truck with a giant star on top. Dad let out a big, booming laugh. "That's the best decoration I've seen all season," he said. When the call ended, the house felt extra quiet. The silence was louder than any noise. Outside, snow began to fall, soft and steady, blanketing everything in white. I lay in my bed for a long time, just staring at the warm glow from the hallway lights, wishing so hard that Christmas could just pause, just wait until Dad came home. Sometime deep in the night, a low, rumbling sound drifted into my dream. It was a deep and very familiar sound. I sat straight up in bed, my heart starting to pound. The sound came again, closer this time. There was no mistaking it. I jumped out of bed and ran to the window, pulling back the curtain. Snow was swirling like crazy under the bright yellow streetlight, and there, pulling slowly and carefully to the curb right in front of our house, was a big red truck. Mum, Max. I shouted, my voice full of excitement, already racing down the stairs as fast as my feet could carry me. The front door swung open just as Dad was climbing down from the high cab of his truck, his heavy boots crunching in the fresh snow. For just a second, we all just stared. It felt like a dream. Then Max broke the silence and ran straight into Dad's arms, burying his face in his big winter coat. Mum followed right after, laughing and crying all at the same time. I thought you weren't coming home until tomorrow, Mum said, her voice muffled against his shoulder. Dad just smiled, a tired but brilliant smile that lit up his whole face. Finished my route early, he said, drove all night. I didn't want to miss Christmas morning with my favorite people. Inside, we wrapped Dad in warm blankets and handed him a huge mug of hot cocoa. Little puddles of melted snow from his jacket started to form on the floor, but nobody cared. He looked absolutely exhausted and happier than I had ever seen him. We all sat together on the floor by the tree, the colorful lights blinking softly, casting dancing shadows on the walls. Dad pulled me and Max in close, his arms wrapping around both of us. Being on the road is hard, he said, his voice low and serious. But every single mile I drive is for you. I leaned my head against his chest, listening to the steady, strong thump of his heartbeat, and I realized something really important right then and there. Christmas isn't just about everyone being together under one roof the whole time. Sometimes it's about the waiting and the hoping and loving someone so much even when they're far away. And sometimes, if you are very, very lucky, it's about hearing the rumble of a truck pulling up in the middle of a snowy night, bringing Christmas home at last. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this moment with me. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Merry Christmas, everyone.